talk about Glima now. That it's become a little famous for here too. A kind of Scandinavian fight. So can you talk a little about Glima for us?
Yes. What do you want to know? I will be delighted. What do you want to know about it? Yeah.
Well, the first question is: it's Glima the Viking fight?
Yes, it's the Viking. Yes, it is the Viking way of honor combat. You know, when you don't use weapons, but the style is created so it will be very easy to make the transitions to weapon, because it's a way that you fight in a very upright stance. You know, the normal a normal walking stance. You know, so that is. You know, so it's not, you know, so this is something that has preserved in unbroken tradition since the Viking age. So yes, so this is the true way of the Viking way of fighting. Correct.
And can everybody to practice, for example, women and men and children?
Okay. Yes, they can. You know, yes, we have no, you know, age or gender barriers, you know, to train Glima. We have never had that. We always have, you know, kids, boys and girls, and men and women. Yes, so yes, everybody can, but of course you need to take care of your body. You know, if you're totally out of shape, too weak, too fat, you know, of course you cannot, you know, you will hurt yourself, you know. So no, it is not. You have to take care of your body, you know. But of course you can be injured, and you can have some kind of handicap, and you can still, of course, learn something of Glima, you know, but not all. But most people don't learn all. They only learn enough to defend, you know, as self-defense, learn how to fight, you know. So it's only instructors or masters that needs to learn everything, you know. So of course, yes, you can start training it and learning it enough to have fun with it, and also have something that is useful to protect yourself. Yes. So for instance, I can see that you know, most people that do you know, sword fighting and things like that in modern reenactment, they don't do Glima, and that you can see the way they hold their sword, the way they move, you know, because they have super bad balance. You know, they don't have a fighter's balance. You can see that, you know, if you are a true Glima fighter, you're often very relaxed, you know, because there is no idea, you know, showing off that you're good at fighting, because then if somebody wants to fight you, they will, you know, be more careful, you know, that they will. But if you doesn't appear to be dangerous, then you will have an advantage, because you can act quicker. And in Glima, you know, the only thing when we train Glima, we never believe that is the real fight, but we are preparing for the real fight. And with the real fight, we mean that we will be suddenly attacked, you know, without warning. And then you have to have learned some kind of reaction pattern, so you can survive 1 or 2 seconds in the beginning of the fight. We don't believe that we have more, you know. But if you're able to survive the 2 first seconds when you attack, you have an enormous possibility to fight back. But if you cannot fight back the first 2 seconds, then you are already hit, you know. Then somebody has hit you in the head, or you know, or something, and then of course you're already dizzy, you know, and don't understand what is going on. So that is so in Glima we only believe that, and in Glima we also believe that being on the ground is the most dangerous place to be, you know. So as soon in Glima as you losing your balance or falling down. You do everything in your means to fight yourself free from the grip and stand up and get out of reach. That is why we think that, you know, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, it's so funny because there they free or laying down on the back, you know, that would never work in a real fight, you know, because in a real fight there would be more people, and if you're laying down, you know, yes, wow, you know, then you just run forward and kick them in the head, you know, and in Glima we don't have a sign, you know, that we are tapping out, you know, because you cannot tap out in a real fight. You will die, you know. You don't need a sign. I'm going to die, you know. You will die, you know. So that is something you have to learn. You have to fight back, you know. You don't put an energy giving a sign that you give up, you know. It's totally useless. Will not help you in a real fight, you know. So and also, we don't do any, you know, what is it called when you break, you know, when you break against the hold, you know, or because in a real fight you will not have the time, you know. You have to have a very quick way of fighting, especially on the ground, because for each second you stay on the ground, you know, it will be the chance that you will be serious injured, you know, increases, you know. So you have to, but of course you have to have techniques that where you break the fingers, you know, when you eye gouge, you know, where you do something that gives a much quicker result. Yes, so that is so Glima is, you know, so of course we spar, you know, and then of course the idea is not to hurt your training partner, you know. You must show respect, but it is a little rougher, and if you don't have the right moral ethics, you know, it will be hard to learn Glima, because the Vikings had, you know, of course, a very hard moral ethic, you know. But they also knew that, you know, they were because that is one thing that all the sources, historical sources, agree upon, that the Vikings were extremely good at fighting, and the way that they were good at fighting also has to do with the laws, the way when you came in maturity, because we had in the laws we had a blood revenge. So if you have a dispute with another family, and somebody in my family has killed somebody in the other family, the other family didn't have to kill that person that did the killing. It was enough if they killed a male person in the other family. And in the early Viking age, you were a grown up when you were 12 years old, you know. And at the end of the Viking age, you were 15. So to change that maturity, so that means that, you know, if you were a man, you know, you were a living target, you know, if you were in dispute. So if you couldn't defend yourself, you know, what you learned in the Glima. So if you couldn't defend yourself, you know, your family will die out, you know, they will be killed. And that was the reason that the Vikings were so good at fighting, because everybody was good at fighting, you know, because otherwise that family will not exist anymore.